The Predestination of God's Will Part 2. God's will is to see His ideal for creation fulfilled. Because of the fall of Adam and Eve, God's will remained unfulfilled, and He had to work to realize this same will through an alternative path, dispensation for restoration through the coming of the Messiah. The Messiah, a man who could restore God's ideal of creation, realizing that ideal, perfect family that God never realized through Adam and Eve because of Lucifer, who became Satan. Since God is goodness, His original purpose for creation is also good, God could not possibly have predestined anything that could contradict His will. In this view, we can see that God could not have predestined events such as the fall of Adam and Eve, sin, judgment and punishment of man, hell and eternal damnation. If God had predestined the fall, why would He, looking at fallen man, say He regretted creating him? Genesis 6:5-6. If all man's actions were predestined by God, whenever man sins or disobeys Him, these actions could only be the result of the same divine predestination. And if all sins and acts of disobedience were predestined by Him, why should He have been sorry in the case of King Saul's disobedience, and why should He have regretted making him king? 1 Samuel 15:11. Neither the fall of man or King Saul's lack of faith was predestined by God, they were instead the result of man's failure to complete his part of the responsibility. Neither was the judgment and punishment of fallen man predestined by God originally. God would not have wanted to see man suffer, as is evident in the following verses. Say to them, "For my life, declares the Lord God, I am not pleased with the death of the wicked, but rather that he return from his way and live. Return, return from your perverse ways. Why would you want to die, O house of Israel?" Ezekiel 33:11. Therefore, when the people of Nineveh turned back from their evil path and repented of their sins, God did not fulfill His prophecy to destroy the city. Jonah 3:10. For as God said in Ezekiel 33:14-15, If, however, I say unto the wicked, Thou shalt surely die, and he turneth away from his sins, exerciseth right and justice, returns the pledge, renders what has stolen, walks in the commandments of life without committing evil, he shall surely live, he shall not die.